So I was out here, jibber jabbering, and I thought I should just talk a little bit just to brainstorm what I saw with Insidious 5 because I saw Insidious 5 and um, I was gonna say what I really took away from that fucking movie though. Like seriously, usually people will watch like the first one through whatever series that's a part of this anthology movie. I only seen one and two. I don't even know what happened to Insidious 3 or 4. Not a clue, but that's okay. Insidious 5, right? Called The Red Door. Okay, this might be a spoiler word. So I'm just thinking, like, what is the whole point of this whole fucking movie besides making money? Like, this is what these movies are doing nowadays. There are like some a little bit originality, like in the horror and the thriller, but it's a thriller movie. It's a horror movie. There's only like two spots where you jump. I was like expecting a little bit more. You get the suspense, but I was suspecting to get a little bit more of the psychological effect, like in Insidious, and they did do the dream work in Insidious, which was good, but I was just expecting a little bit more. So this whole thing with the red door, and I'm just thinking because like, okay, this might be a spoiler alert. So because like the new theme or the new point of reference now is Dalton's grandfather, which is his dad's father. All of a sudden he wants to know about his father and his lineage, right? They spoke it about maybe like 3 or 4 times, but I really do think that that's going to be the next Insidious 6, where they open up a little bit more of who and what of the father is. Okay, which yeah. So this character with that red and black character that was in the first one, I don't remember if it was in the two or not in Insidious. Me personally, I think that's something the father had something to do, or that's the father. I mean, like, honestly, whenever I go back and I see that scene with that red and black deity when he's upstairs and he got like these dolls in these cages and he has like these half mannequins like hanging, just like some weird shit going on. Like, I think like this particular deity was weird as fuck, obviously. I think he used to wear motherfucking pantyhose type of shit like that, like dress up type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that he was into children, but I think he was pervy, but I'm not sure if he was like a pedophile type of deity type of that. But he's giving me like pervy, and he's giving me like he used to dress up in pantyhose and stockings and shit. Now I'm talking about this red and black deity in Insidious. I don't believe they gave it a name yet. They are finally now bringing it into like more of a light instead of it just being like this dark character. They're bringing more, um, not just more memory of it from the dad, right? So that's why I think that Dalton's grandfather is that red and black deity in Insidious. Okay, so we'll see when Insidious 6 comes out in like a couple years, seriously. But the whole movie, I'm thinking, like, what is the point? Why? Um, thank goodness I had some coffee because I would have been asleep on some of the parts. So, some things that I did like about the movie was I love art. Okay, his son Dalton was in college studying liberal arts. And first of all, it was giving me a different world. I don't know why, but just the son Dalton being in college and the people that surrounded him, it was giving a different world, which was fucking weird. Ah, which brings me back to another point. Okay, let me not forget about the college, but it brings me back to another point. I don't know if anybody have been paying attention like over the last 10 years that there has been more brown so-called black people in horror movies or in like whatever they call these TV series like on Netflix or whatever. it really was brought to my attention on Netflix when I would see more black actors are in these thrillers, they're in these horror type of, you know, watch. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this? This is interesting. I've never seen so many black people on Black Mirror. I'm like, really, in all honesty, I really think that not only has the system just been cranking up to steal your attention and everything's on the news is negative and everything that they put it on the news as propaganda for an agenda to steal your energy is there and it's high and it is like increasing, right? Increasing to the point where we're gonna put not only are we gonna steal your energy subconsciously, we're gonna take your energy consciously as well. We have like these black people all in these horror movies now. We want to be cool, we want to be down, we want to be woke and shit. Now all of a sudden all these black people are in the movies now. But first of all, whenever I see black people in the movie, I always look at them as being some type of portal. All right, some type of influence, nigga. In Insidious 5, okay, I was trying to see if that was a Batala or if that was Dr. John. And at first I thought it was Dr. John, but I think it was truly Obatala. Okay, was one deity that I had saw in that movie. But anyhow, yo, so now they are using more than ever more black and brown people in these horror movies now, letting you know that we are ciphering your motherfucking energy like right here and now. We're gonna let you know right up top we ciphering your energy. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. This is what I've been seeing. Because I have never, and I'm a horror film. I love horror and thriller. Not so much as when I was younger, but I do appreciate a good psychological horror thriller suspense film. Okay, you know what I mean. I don't like that zombie and raping and killing and weird ass fucking shit like that. I like more of a psychological that deals with like time expansion and time jumping, time looping, and being in different spaces, dimensions, and shit like that. So, yeah. So y'all let me know. I'm about to get off here. It's been on for a little while, 7 minutes. I wanted to talk about Insidious, but then I was brainstorming. Okay. So we go back to college. It was giving me different world. What else I like, that was new. They took us out of the original, theme plot or whatever, and we got into a different area, okay, which gives us more characterizations, okay. So I like that whole fact that we're in college now. Okay, but what I really, really like though, honestly, was the illustrations. That's what I was saying. One of the sigils, um, the symbols of the movie was Dalton's ability to illustrate the others, the what do they call it, the never side, the furthermore or something like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna say this last piece and I'm gonna bounce because it's probably loud as hell. So about the furthermore, right? This last year though, I've been hearing more and just studying more about like this veil of the furthermore. And everyone who is referring to this furthermore, especially in Insidious, has, oh my God, man, they have taken the page of Coming Forth by Night and the tune text and all those other, the coffin text for, the ancient Kemet, right? They're stealing a piece from there. Okay. Recently just learned and studied from Egyptian scholars. You can say what you want. Okay. They helped me to understand as I took notes. I was in a class what the nevermore or the furthermore of how what everybody is talking about and referring to, right? The motherfucking Egyptians were talking about the same thing, the same thing, the same thing in the coffin text. And I think it's just funny and it's interesting how film has been using ancient Egypt as its basis for all mythology. I'll have to get into that another time because it's kind of loud, but it's fucking crazy though. Like, once you learn different angles from different sectors, what the fuck? When you learn different angles from one subject, it really helps put things together into perspective instead of just studying one linear concept. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's I'm just grateful how like the ancestors be bringing like these messages and I be seeing them be played out though, like honestly. So that's my little short intake on Insidious. That was what I liked. Those 2 points were Dalton getting out of that space, and I've been walking for like 2 hours. My bad. No, not 2 hours. I've probably been walking for like 40 minutes. Woo, child. Yeah, it's over with. That's why I'm out of breath. And I like his illustrations. Gosh, his photography, basically the sigils and the symbols that he created. All right, which created the red door. Okay, let me get my ass out of here because I'm breathing heavily. And I am going to be back for my reading tonight. All right, I'm about to get back to listen to my Whitney Houston. Let me know if y'all are seen Insidious.